Hello everybody and welcome back to a very special episode of Factorio Cuban. Uh, we are hopefully going to finish this today. All going well, this should be it. Fastest to spin quality. You know what, Glacier? You probably fastest to spin quality. That's the real prize. I don't know if that actually works that way. So what we're going to do first off is I think we need to make... There's a few things that we need more of, but... Passengers no longer present. Cool. We're going to need to make more fermions and bosons. I always like when the cube cams on me. Like, I am the cube. Factorio, Cuban cigars. You know, if you're going to have something in your mouth that's shaped like that, you might as well make it fancy. I don't care. Okay. I don't know how many more of these we need. I can't imagine it's too many more. I'd like to still improve quality if we can, because it will just give me a little bit extra. And I always like being just a little bit more extra. So we should be able to maybe make like 2 lots of these, and that should be enough. I mean, yeah. Just the tip though, right? I don't know, I've never smoked a cigar or done the thing that I'm kind of making an implication on.
Did someone order quality?
Thanks, Waffles. By the way, technically I should have said thank you Glacier Wolf, thank you Glacier Wolf, thank you Glacier Wolf. Just the tip, see how it feels. Yes. So we're at 29%. We should have enough to keep going. It was implied. Perhaps. Boy. Ah, crud. I didn't really want it to go through there. Okay. So that should be enough to get us to the end. Ooh, will it? Another 150. I mean, 150 is always good. I don't want anyone thinking I know anything about smoking cigars. I don't care about the other one. I don't really give a damn what people think about me on that regard. I just don't want people thinking I smoke. Okay. If we were going to need more, we'd need to probably get more fermions and bosons, but I think for now that's probably okay. $50,000 water is probably okay. Cool. At that point it's given us 300 more of those thingamajigs. And as anyone could tell you, 300 more thingamajigs is probably enough for anyone. As Bill Gates famously once said, 300 thingamajigs should be enough for anyone. And I like to think Bill Gates knows what he's talking about. Well, I like to think. I'm not sure whether he does. I'm just going to say I think he does, and hope that's enough. Looks like the cube's got somewhere to be. Looks like the cube's got a couple of places it needs to be. It looks like I should have picked up some productivity modules before coming over here. That's alright. So, estimated time, 1 hour 30-ish minutes. If that stays stable, then that's probably how long it's going to take. If anything collapses, then we're going to be sad and disappointed. In that order. Oh good, we can get 3 labs going. You know what, I think we should get another beacon or 2 going. Oh, they're going to be a pain. Well, you know what they say, no pain, no game. And all the waifu references. Thank you so much for the raid. How many references do you need to waifus, out of curiosity? Rip Gleba. What's wrong with Gleba? What's wrong with Gleba? Gleba's everyone's favourite planet. And by everyone's, I mean not really mine. All of them. That's a lot of waifu references. I mean, how far back are we going with waifu references as well? Because I don't get many of the modern ones these days. My best waifuing time was, oh god, when was my best waifuing time? Probably when I was in high school. Maybe early 20s. So that was like a good too long ago. Nice legendary face cam. Look, I didn't choose to be legendary. This was a community given thing. I never call myself legendary. That's community decision. I'm not that egotistical. It got blown up when you weren't looking. Yeah, that happened to me with Gleba as well. Thankfully I could auto save and save it, but I know what you mean. That's rough. Sorry that that happened to you. Are those board games on the shelf behind me? They are. They are board games. And I've got some like card games and D&D stuff as well. Yeah. I don't really get as much time to play board games as I used to have, but it's nice to have them, right? There's always the promise that that day will come again. Okay, we're doing What the Shirt, are we? What the Shirt. Alright, today's What the Shirt. We've brought back a familiar one, because I've actually got 2 copies of this shirt somehow, through accidents. It's the Bongo Cat. Reminded of What the Game. What the Game was an old segment that I don't really do much. Oh, I don't do it anymore because I stopped playing board games. I stopped having time. I didn't really have much to say about them either, but I'm always happy to talk about board games that people want. People can be like, but the Bongo Cat has no bongos. I know. It's the table is the bongo. Just like real life. But yeah.
Butt kicking, for goodness!
Thank you very much for the follow. All the waifu references. Or just waifu for short. Or references. What do you prefer? Classic part of the internet. Of your name, what do you prefer, the shortening? Either or? Wonderful. Make it my decision. Now I can truly stuff it up. There's a cat in Latvia that calls you goatee. All. Just call him the. You never go wrong with just a the. How you doing, the? The ultimate disrespect. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, there's only a couple. What do we even play board games? I don't really play anything these days because just with Lil K around, we just don't have the time. Well, we have the time, but it's just when we have the time, we're just exhausted, or I'm streaming, and so it's just like, it doesn't really happen much these days. But it'll happen again. Lil K will get older, and are we short on something? We're short on synthetic premonition cards. Okay, that's annoying. We might have to go and sort that out. Let's separate that out a reasonable chunk. Look, it's fine. No science has been hurt in the making of this disaster. And we do need to put speed modules in. It's a classic thing I forget to do. And also actually get the science packs in there eventually. Okay, cool. We do need to make synthetic premonition cards. That's going to be a problem if we don't. There we go. Probably not necessarily ideal how we've done this, but the point is we can do it better. Hey Dave. There we go. Got that need for speed. Okay, and we'll just put those cards that we accidentally picked up over there. They'll sort themselves out, I'm not worried. Now, synthetic premonition cards. We've got to do what we can to make more of those, because that's going to be a bottleneck. Now the problem is we don't have enough of these, which is probably lack of those, which is probably lack of metal in the end. Yeah, it is. Boy, can I pick them. You've only played vanilla. What are some must-have mods? Oh goodness. It really depends how far you want to go with the game. That's the real question that I have to ask you. Like, do you want a long-form overhaul where it really destroys you? Do you want something that's just like, oh, that's quite nice? Cube is actually something, if you like circuits and like a puzzle, Cube is pretty good. It's not too long. It's taking me 60 hours. Probably takes the average person like 100. Oh no, Dave, you'll run away from me again. Dave, don't you see our love is real? Sorry, I got to be weird with Dave for some reason. If you... It really depends how many hours you want to spend if you're looking at overhaul mods. I wouldn't recommend C-Block right now. I know I love C-Block, it's my favorite mod of all time, but K2 is a good starter mod. Is it updated to 2.0? K2 is a good choice actually. I've never done it, but I heard good things about it. Factorio 2, I've heard is popular. We've got to remember, when you're talking to someone who doesn't know what the mods are, you can't just call it K2. You've got to call it by its actual name. You don't know. You haven't had time to play the expansion yet. You still haven't played 2.0? Wow, Dave. You enjoy K2, but you played it in a cursed manner. Oh, Glacier, were you trying to make a duck in K2? Was that you? I know someone was trying to make a duck in K2, and by what you've said, I assume it was you. Megabus plus duck. You were trying to make a duck in K2. Oh goodness. The duck failed. Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot of duck failures lately. It's pretty disappointing. Pretty ducking disappointing, if you ask me. I kind of wish we weren't doing this right now. You've had to deal with real life issues. I mean, one thing that's good about video games, they don't really go away. So real life issues, you do need to take care of those first. But the video games will stay, they'll wait for you. Ah, K2 was the one where he was refactoring the whole thing. Thanks, Soulburn. Anyone would know what's going on. Soulburn. Why? Because Soulburn knows everything. Soulburn knows the PIN number of my FPOS card. He'll tell you he doesn't, but he does. Oh, excuse me. Everyone call your parents. They want to hear from you. Assume a good relationship. I mean, yeah. They want to hear from you. At least they don't. Good advice, Dave. I spoke to my mum this evening, for what it's worth. I call mum most evenings these days so she can see Lil K. Him being just a right rascal. You're visiting tomorrow? Good. Part of me really wants to just get this out of the way because as much as these ghost crystals are wonderful and I like them, I kind of have a problem if these ghost crystals continue. So what I might do is I might just start trying to grab all these cubes. You got to join the No Parents Club last night? Oh shit, man, sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. You take care of yourself, alright? That's not fun. I know you've been really busy with work and stuff, but I mean, hopefully, you know, you've been able to talk to them recently-ish. Well. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, Dave. If there's anything I can do, do let me know. I don't know if there is anything I can do, but please do let me know. I love how the cube cam just has all that stuff just pop up. Okay, so we're gonna take the cube, we're gonna go over there, and then we're just gonna go make metal, because quite frankly, gosh, we need metal. Okay, so we need to... Now that you don't have to caretake, it's weirdly liberating. Yeah. I get the idea, but I've thankfully never had to be there at that stage yet, but I mean, look, parents get older, it's gonna happen one day. I don't really want to think about that, so I'm gonna talk about things that make me happy. So, Dave, because you're here and I know you like Anno, I'm gonna talk about... Wait, am I holding the cube? I'm holding the cube. Me and my friends have been playing Anno 1800 to get 1800. We've been playing that together because like we're all sort of learning it together. So there's 3 of us playing in a game. And at first I wasn't scaling hard enough, and then I started scaling super hard, and I was just like, I was losing money, and then all of a sudden I was the richest player, and they're like, how? I'm like, someone wanted to buy soap. Why did you think I built 10 pig farms? Too hard and you go broke? Nah, I'm alright now. So I built 10 pig farms, got a bunch of soap going and selling all that for like 20,000 a run on a little schooner. And I'm like, see, this is good. The other 2 colonized a little island without me knowing how to do it. So I was like, well, fine. I'll just do what I got. But I'm enjoying Anno 1800. It's a nice game. It's a fun little city builder. There's a lot of little mechanics going on all over the place. Something went on the start of the cube belt. You know what? I think it might be a ghost crystal. It's a ghost crystal. Thank you, Waffles. I was wondering what had happened there. I was like, why did I have ghost crystal clicked? I thought I put a cube down. Did I think I had 17 cubes? If only I could be that lucky, right? As they say, there's nothing happier than a man with 17 cubes. '27 is the best. I mean, isn't 2070 like 10 years old now? Like, does it hold up? That's the thing, when people are like, hey, play this 10, 15-year-old game, you're like, I don't know if you think it's the best because of rose-colored glasses or because it's actually the best. Unrelated, New Heroes of Might and Magic coming out soon. I don't know if I can trust Ubisoft, but New Heroes of Might and Magic does sound kind of cool. I do like Heroes of Might and Magic. The problem you get with older games, you start getting interface issues, like where the interface is feeling, like the interface itself feels a bit dated. And it's not a problem with the game itself, it's just like the game starts to feel a bit clunky because the interface is like not as polished as it perhaps could be. I mean, in terms of a good city builder that's just like a single player, I mean, Against the Storm is very good. I mean, no one's talking about Against the Storm right now, but I am mentioning it because I think it's a good game. I mean, city builders are just kind of nice, right? Who doesn't like building a little city and having the little people walk around and then a fire be started? One of my friends just constantly shouts that his place is on fire. It's not happened to anyone else, just this one guy. He's just constantly starting fires. He's like some sort of twisted fire starter over there. Okay, I got a plan. I need to walk there, but that's okay. Actually, no, I don't need to walk there. There's trains. I can just catch a train that no one's using. And by no one, I mean me. Okie dokie. Where do I want to be? Here-ish. $1404 is close to 2070. What era is 1404? Late Middle Ages? That's an interesting time. Because Renaissance isn't 1404, right? Renaissance was... Actually, when was the Renaissance? I don't know when the bloody Renaissance was. I wasn't invited to the Renaissance party. For reasons I think are pretty obvious when you think about them, even for a moment. I think they're remaking the whole series. I mean, after a while you run out of years, right? How can I play Anno 1404 when I didn't play the other 1,403 of them? Renaissance Undertale. Oh my god, is that Sans Undertale? When's the next Deltarune coming out? Do we even have an answer? Probably not. I could do with some more Deltarune. I mean, of course I could. Like, there's a level of weebism that I can tolerate, and Undertale Deltarune is exactly on that sweet spot. I think we have a minor problem. Good morning, Ilaran. How you doing? Oh, good evening, I suppose. I'm never sure what to say when someone says good morning to me at 7 o'clock at night. Good morning. Just be really questioning about it. Okay, that's not going to be enough to actually get going. Where are all my red chips going? To make that crap. You know what? It's morning for them. I know. But I shouldn't be wishing them a good morning. Because it's not morning. It's evening. Damn it. I make the rules here now. Good relevant time of the day. I do like that. It's very impersonal, but I like it. Alright, are we actually doing okay with these red chips? I don't know. Always say good morning no matter the time of day. I suppose that works. I mean, just really force it, right? Force the issue. Good day. I don't know, I'm not wearing enough of a bowler hat to say good day. I know that's probably not a prerequisite to saying good day, but gosh darn, I feel it is. Or it should be. Okay, that's probably not enough to get started, but we might as well get the 32 going.
Got some quality?
Oh, goblin quality. Poo sauce, thank you so much. We are going to go to tier 2 quality. In northern Germany, we have the luxury to be saying moin. Moin? What sort of luxury is it to say moin to people? Northern Germany, I don't know how you live, but I want to say moin. Okay, we are severely lacking these chips. I have a funny feeling that if we run out of green chips, it's just going to get worse. Moinson. I wasn't expecting this level of confusion right now. Okay. I think we want to do output that side. I really want to get these going. And I think the best way to get them going more would be to do this. Just make a few more. Who's it gonna hurt? No one. Just criminals. And Thief is hard on crime, but soft on hands. Thief thinks he's a dishwashing detergent again. I mean, let's be honest. Steve thinking he's dishwashing detergent. He's thought worse. Oop, oop. Okay. There we go. It gets my ghost crystals out. We're gonna start having problems with green chips, aren't we? It's strangely enough not yet. But soon. Oon. That being sped up, we'll probably have more. There's some places that are quite strict rules to moin. Single moin is enough. If you group people with moin, people think you're too much. It just sounds like a weeb thing to say. Moin moin! Kawaii moin moin. See? If you had kawaii, people are just like, oh, he's just some sort of German, Japanese weeb. I don't want that. Get out, please. I'm scared. Don't hurt me or my family. If you'd like to inquire what UltraCube is, since you really haven't been here since I decided to go right a lot. Oh, it's been a while. Okay, so you're actually coming in literally on the last stream, but that's okay. We can explain the basics. The basics of UltraCube is you have a cube. One cube. No more, no less. Well, hopefully not less, otherwise you're really stuffed up. The cube is used to do many things that only the cube can do. For instance, do you want to smelt metal? Only the cube can do that. Do you want to make basic matter, which is used for many, many things? Only cube can do that. Do you want to... there's bunches of things that only the cube can do. And so... now I say it, that's probably what I was thinking. So because the cube is very important, you have to work out a lot of logistics so the cube isn't wasting time. Right now the cube is making ethanol, I think. Although this is kind of weird, the cube gets broken into pieces and then goes and makes ethanol. Sorry, it's not making ethanol, it's making ectoplasm. My bad. I don't think the cube's needed for ethanol. And then with a lot of those production things, you can use those things without needing the cube. You don't need the cube for everything. Just the things that really matter. Like matter. The game also has like some weird moments. Like for instance, you make ethanol and then turn ethanol into using the dreams of the cube into making what is this? Despair and bottling anguish, and joy and bottling euphoria. So there's some weird things that happen here. Right now I'm using the ghost cube to make ectoplasm, using bottled anguish and ghost crystals. A lot of the UltraCube is about making sure the cube goes to where it's needed. And it all falls apart when the cube doesn't go where it's needed. So if you wanted a good play around with circuits, UltraCube's a fantastic idea of that. You drink a lot of what? Bottled euphoria or bottled despair? Well, I certainly recommend one more than the other. And I refuse to elaborate further. Anguish. You forgot there were multiple beverages. Also, I'm using Stygian Power Source, Stygian Energy Labs to make Haunted Void Wind, sorry. So basically I'm making hell energy. As far as I know, no demons come from hell to stop that happening, so we're not running into a doom situation. But we should. I think it's sad that you don't run into a doom situation. Argent Energy. Ah, yes. Stygian Energy Labs. Look at them. They pulsate with hellish energies. Don't worry, you forgot the name? I also forgot the name, clearly. But yeah, it's taken me about 60 hours. It's a fairly... They sort of get the vibe of a 12 Science Center. Yeah, oh, T2 Science Center. Yeah, a little bit. But it's a fun mod for a smaller overhaul. Let's see what's Contempt Fluid. Ooh, Contempt Fluid. Competent mod. It is a competent mod. Very good at what it does, which is be good. I need to go make metal, and I have to baby the cube a little bit. Is finishing the research a promise? Yes. Finishing the research today is a SeiferKatt promise. And that's a promise you can take to the bank. Is there gender fluid? Poochlos, that would be hilarious. Why is there not gender fluid? There should be gender fluid. Fudge. Do I think will be? I think they're working. Factorio is working on it eventually. And space exploration, I mean, probably. I honestly think the guy who made space exploration just got hired by Woob so that way he could put all the stuff into it that he wanted for SpaceX. No, they will not. Oh, compatible with Space Age. But 2.0, yes, right? I always forget when people talk about Space Age, they're not referring to 2.0. That's on me. K2 maintainer was also hired by Woob. I see how it is. They hire the people that do good work for them, but they don't hire me to play their video game. That's a weird take. It's an extremely weird take. He made the Fluid 2.0 system. Good on. I approve. Alright. Alright. Drop the socks. Alright. He made the 2.0 system, he also dislikes the 2.0 system. I mean, who doesn't dislike what they made? He likes, he just said he sad he made it badly. Well, I'm not complaining about it, I like it. We ran out of the dingus again. You don't want to run out of the dingus. And yet we did. One more. I mean, that's quite a lot of metal coming through. Bad performance, but no one noticed. Oh, developers, you're so silly. I don't think I'd give it another go. Everyone was so happy about the just add a pump, we didn't care. You know, I still don't care. But I'm not a programmer, I'm not a... Honestly, I think, if anything, fluids are too easy now. I'm a little disappointed that it just all works so easily. I know it's a weird thing to be disappointed about, but... I kind of liked having to, like, just really fight the system. I know, it's a weird thing to be annoyed about, but... I just don't feel like I've earned it anymore, you know? We'll baby the premonition cards for a little bit. I mean, that's 600 cards coming through. That should be enough for a little while. We are still going fine for yellow cards. We're absolutely fine for yellow cards. Nothing to worry about. I thought we had a problem. We don't. And science never completely stopped, so at least science was continuing during that time. So close to being under an hour. It'll be there again in a moment. Once the premonition cards arrive. We'll get it done today, I promise that. Even if I have to stream all night and quit my job, we'll finish it tonight. I like the idea of the stream has to go so long that rather than just call in sick to work, I'm like, sorry boss, I have to quit. Why? Because my stream, I didn't do a thing. Oh, is your stream so successful you can quit your job? I never said that, no. I didn't say that. I said I'm streaming. Can you live off that? No. Why would you think I could live off that? I mean, it's just the fact that you just quit your job out of nowhere. You've got a family, and you just quit like that? Yes! I'm glad you're finally understanding this conversation we're having. That's called the worst idea. My wife would find it hilarious. She really would not. And that's why I must. So at the moment we're looking at 56 minutes. I don't know if I believe it. That's what it says we're looking at. All labs are under a beacon, and we have enough beacon juice for a while. The cube is off doing things that the cube needs to do eventually, which is fine. Nothing I'm particularly concerned about. We could go make 2 more labs. Would that help though? Wouldn't hurt. It's not because you're a New Zealander, they're big New Zealander streamers. Oh, sorry, I never thought the reason I'm not big is because I'm a New Zealander. Did I imply that? I'm sorry if I did. There's a lot of reasons why I'm not a big streamer, but we're not going to go into them right now. Basic matter and contemplations. Okay, and 2 more labs should be sufficient actually. You don't do good React content, I'm not anti-woke enough. Yeah, the problem is I'm woke, that's the problem. I gotta unwokeify myself, I gotta go back to sleep. That's my mistake. Genetics. If you're a big stream, you have to be at least 1.9 meters. It's huge, mate. I didn't want to plug them in just yet. That's fine. They're not supposed to be plugged in just yet. But thank you. Tell it to Tyler 1. I will. Bring him in here. I'll tell him he's just not big enough. Tell him he's a little man. I'm a modern audience. God, every time you call me a modern audience, I feel like you're just having a go at me. I don't know. It just feels so... Not the new ones, the older new ones? Oh, well, I'll go back and check them in a second. I don't think you're actually having a go at me, but I think you are a little bit, which is fine. Of all people who have a go at me, I'm cool if it's you. In awe of the size of the streamer, absolute unit. Who's the guy that played, like, the mountain in Game of Thrones? He should stream. It'd be huge. I think you gotta be huge in more than just height, though. Late, but goatee raid. That's alright. Everyone's welcome to the raid. You know, there's still chairs. Probably. I am the modern audience. I'm the reason they still make Star Wars. I don't even watch Star Wars. Maybe that's the problem. 3 different people played him. That is a good point. 3 different people did play the mountain. The last one where he didn't talk. Like where he was just so strong. I don't know. All raids need a rear guard. And all rear guards need a raid, am I right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry I said that aloud. I'm legitimately sorry. Now, I messed up my inserters. Oh yeah, I kinda did. And all games need a right guard. 3 kids in knight's armor, exactly. You know what, of all the things Game of Thrones did wrong, the thing that they did the wrongest was, we were strong Balwas. We deserved strong Balwas, and they did not give us strong Balwas. And I am disappointed. You know we deserve strong Balwas. Someone could be like, who's strong Balwas? And I'll be like, exactly. This is my point. Weak Balwas. The weakest Balwas we've ever seen. Get a look at this Balwas, they used to say. It's nothing. It's a nothing Balwas. The most disappointing Balwas I've ever seen in my life. Anyway. Now everything's under speed 3, boy. Speed 3? You remember him saying, "Who am I fighting?" in a glorious Icelandic accent. Yeah. Game of Thrones got weird at the end, and not in a good way. We've got 19% to go. 47 minutes, it reckons. I do not have concerns that's going to run out. I have gained moderate concern this is running out. I think I need to go make more metal. Yes, I do. So where would we have seen Balwas in his strong? So... Do you remember Sir Barristan Selmy? So originally when, like the original King's Guard who got kicked out by Joffrey and he went to join Daenerys. I got no speed modules in the last beacon. God damn it, I keep doing that. I mean, I don't even have any speed modules on me. Thank you, Living to Die, I appreciate that. I will sort that out in a moment. Thank you so much, I truly appreciate that observation. Excuse me, go back there. Oh no, you can't go back there, okay. But yeah, so Sir Barristan Selmy was originally, I don't remember if he was doing this in the TV show, but he was posing as like a manservant to Strong Balwas. And Strong Balwas joins Daenerys' army, and he was just a man who was strong. When they attacked the gates of a castle, he challenged them to a one-on-one combat, and if he won, they got to had to open the gates, and then he just to challenge them, he just opened his pants and just shit in front of them. And I'm like, I respect a man who's so strong he just shits in front of a wall. Like, that's the man I want to be. He was just like a big dumb idiot. That's what he was. At some point someone tried to poison him. Tried to poison Daenerys with locusts, like poisoned locusts. Strong Balwas ate all the locusts and just had a bit of a sore tummy. Like, he was just a big dumb idiot, and I loved him. And they robbed me of my big dumb idiot. He takes no shit, he delivers it. Yeah. And he was a strong boy. He wasn't called Strong Balwas for nothing. But they deprived me of my boy. Okay. Surprised that train is needed. You know what? If this train comes by... Oh, this is always the dangerous thing to do. I don't actually know where it's going to come through. I really shouldn't have built my train tracks this way, but I did. Here it comes. Another... I mean, they removed some fun characters. No! Shh! I deserved that. I panicked and I pressed enter twice. Now I walk with my cube, sadly. I deserve everything that I got. There's nothing. I walk this lonely road. I have no cubes. Oops. I mean, the TV show was fine. I think it's like, as adaptations go, it was an adaptation. Right? And there were some characters they did really right. Like, I think the depiction of Cersei was great. Cersei, favorite character in Game of Thrones. People are always confused by that, but I always thought Cersei was great. Like, favorite character in the book, favorite character in the TV show. Cersei was always wonderful. Not always. I forgot the last season existed. Never mind. Where they just forgot all Lannisters were blonde. How do you forget the Lannisters are blonde? It was literally the plot point for, like, the world going to hell. Cersei was pretty much always great, except for the last season, maybe last 2 seasons. Because she was outclassed every step of the way, and it was always funny. And I'm not even saying this from like a woke point of view. Cersei was like... At the start of... Okay, I'm going to go into Game of Thrones topic, which is always fun, given the fact that everyone loves Game of Thrones these days. But I think that Cersei was always overshadowed by the fact that, well, not overshadowed, she was always undermining herself because she thought as a woman she was going to, she wasn't given the proper respect that she deserved. That was always the way that Cersei sort of looked at things. And so because of that, she was almost as naive as Sansa was. Because Sansa was easily manipulated, but I think Cersei, like Sansa learned to not be easily manipulated. Yeah, that's fine. I respect that. Sansa, I'm not even talking about last season, I'm talking about like earlier than that. Sansa was easily manipulated at first, and by the time she realized how to play the game, she had no allies anymore because they'd all died, given up on her or whatever, or run away. Whereas Cersei never learned how to be not manipulated. So, manipulating Cersei was really funny and really easy. Because what you say is, Cersei, I wish to raise an army of the people where they can fight against tyranny. And she goes, no, that's a really stupid idea. And you go, huh, a man would have let me do it. And she would do it every single time. All they need to do is imply that a man would have done the dumbass thing, and she would fall for it, hook, line, and sinker every time. Because she had the complex of, as a woman, she was always told that she was inferior. And so all they needed to do is tell her that a man would have done something stupid as hell, and she would do the stupid as hell thing. Because that was just the complex that she had. I like that out of context. Thank you, Dave. And so that was she never learned how to not be easily manipulated like that. The Faith militia happened because of that. And she was probably not bad at playing the game when she was... She was not bad playing the game when she was the queen to Robert Baratheon, because she didn't have quite the same power. But when she got more power, I don't understand how they ever made her queen. It really doesn't make any gosh darn sense. Because she never had any authority over the crown. She never had any authority over the crown. And they just sort of accepted that. And that's the thing that bothers me the most about Game of Thrones. Nothing else, just why did they accept Cersei as queen? She had zero authority. And that bothered me a lot. It still bothers me, clearly. I think we're good. We might be good for research. 15% remaining. I don't actually know if she ever really had any strengths, either. Like... So the lineage should have gone after Robert's rebellion. Robert was king, then Joffrey, who was illegitimate, but let's just assume Joffrey was legitimate. Then Tommen, then Myrcella. After that, then you get Stannis and then Renly. And then after that, you get Viserion and Daenerys. Like, it always just comes back to Daenerys. Again, ignoring any other things that happened along the way of the show. Like, she had no ruling. Wasn't it basically her father saying she's queen now since everyone was in the Lannisters' pocket, they just rolled with it? I mean... Like, wouldn't take much... Like, that's gonna fall apart at some point fairly soon. Spoilers. I mean, I'm already heavily spoiling Game of Thrones stuff, so if this is any of this surprising to you, I'm sorry. But I mean, the Lannisters don't have any money. The Lannisters are dirt broke. And so, yeah, that's going to collapse pretty quick. I mean, Game of Thrones was fun, right? Let's ignore the fact the last season or two kind of sucked. Game of Thrones was fun, and when that last season came out and it was just bad, and I didn't hate it. I know people like despised it. I didn't hate it. It wasn't good, but I didn't despise it as much as others did. But when that came out being bad, like just the entire, I've never seen the internet turn against something so much. Like, it's surprising how the real world differs. A Lannister always pays its debts, they rise to power. Well, no, it wasn't that Lannister always pays its debts is why they rose to power. They rose to power because they have a bloody gold mine under Casterly Rock. The next book is coming any minute. George R. R. Martin is dying any minute. Let's not beat around the bush. George R. R. Martin's not surviving to finish that book. Everyone knows it, including George R. R. Martin. Hell, he's hoping he dies soon, so he doesn't have to keep being asked that bloody question. If you like the Wheel of Time books, don't watch the show. I have never watched them. I'm waiting for the series to be over first. Tara, good morning. That's a joke, I'm pretty sure it's over. George R. R. Martin said there's an Elden Ring movie coming in. Okay, so you just reminded me of something that I saw on Steam, and I'm curious. Is there another Elden Ring DLC coming out? Did I read that properly? Not a DLC. Oh. What is it? Is it a full sequel? Is it Elden Ring 2? Spin-off co-op proc gen. Oh. Oh. All of a sudden I'm not hating the idea. That being said, I'm not great at what's that game called? Elden Ring. I enjoyed it for what I played, but I'm getting old. My reaction time's not as fast as it used to be. We're 13% to go. All science holding up. We're going to be finished this in 30 minutes. And then we're going to figure out what to do with the last hour of the stream. You're older than me. Well, you're clearly better than me in every single way. Which is not surprising. We all know that. Are we ready to get some more metal done? We are. I mean, I enjoyed Elden Ring. It was worth the price of admission. I think it was anyway. I'd like to maximize my metal production. I just really want to make sure that my sorry, Tara, you said before answers are coming. They are coming. Heard good things about some answers. $200 well, that's not bad. Pretty decent. I'm not sure if you want to try Elden Ring. Souls like usually aren't your gig. You like build factory builders and other games where you have one eye on a stream or a TV show. I think it's fine. Like if that's how you prefer to play games, I mean, play games how you like, you know. Isn't it great that video games these days you can just have so many different types of games and just have a great time with them?
Quality? Why not?
Quality is uncommon, legendary. Got it. Quite ready for this. Let's screw it. I'll force us to be ready for it. I just need to get metal. We're at 12% remaining. We are probably okay. I'm worried about that running out of space, running out of jam. Elden Ring is both the easiest and the hardest Souls game. It has ways to make it easy, but if you don't do that, it's hard. I suppose. But I mean, if you're going blind, then there's no way you would know those things, would you? I like how the late game where I've just got an inventory full of crap I don't plan to use. 12% remaining. You still need to get good. Getting good is the name of the game, isn't it? Well, it's actually Elden Ring, but don't let anyone tell you that. Wait a second. No, I don't need to do that. I know it's fine because I made sure of that. It is kind of beginner friendly. The end is tough. Yeah, that's where I sort of was done. Village and very stupid. Yeah, that's a good quote. I mean, I was stuck when I did have to fight one boss, or two bosses for that matter. And that's when I was just sort of done. Hey Dave, when daylight savings happens, does that mean we need to update the Dave bot to add new ducks? Or change them? 11% remaining. Don't have any new ducks to edit at this moment, that's okay. Don't have to, man, I was just curious. Tune in on Friday for sure. I thought you don't know. When does my time change? I believe it changes next month. That reminds me, I need to put a poll of what day is the non-Factorio day in future. Because I don't want to have to make a decision on my own. That sounds hard. I'd like some bosons, please. A lot of fermions I'm seeing, but not a lot of bosons. Not a lot of bosons in those gym mats. Yeah, I guess so. Ah, I've made a mistake. Well. Bosons and fermions. Is there particle physics in the cube? Not really, it's just bosons and fermions. And you got some, what are these? Quarks? Qubits. Oh, 10% to go. We are going to start getting a siren very soon if I don't hurry up. The siren sound, yeah. Siren's going to start sounding soon. I don't want that to happen. Fortunately, there's nothing I can do since I stuffed this up. I don't know, I decided to be a duck for a second there. Why is the wiggle still open on another channel? On another window, I just had the wiggles open. Wasn't anticipated. But ironically, that's what I was thinking about when I became a duck, so, you know. So, some sci-fi hand-wavy quantum computing, a little bit. Pretty hand-wavy, though, you don't really need to... Circuitry is important. Like, if you have your greater thans and less thans, that's probably pretty important. Why would you not have wiggles open? Because I'm streaming? I'm not entertaining my son right now in the laziest imaginable way. Okay, we're not going to get the siren sounding. Or maybe we will. Maybe it'll sound in the last couple of seconds. That'd be nice. Oh, it's going to be so close. You know what? I want to test to make sure the siren works for it. Yeah, so next time it produces something, that'll be siren. So it was... We were about a couple of minutes away from Siren Town. One of the great parts of this mod is all the puns you can make with the randomly named materials and research. I mean, there it is. Siren does work. So, in the event of an actual alarm, that would have scared the bejesus out of me. However, we fixed it before that. What is it doing? Where are you? Fun to know how close we were to actually having a siren going. 9% remaining. It's always nice to know how close you were to nuclear annihilation. Oh hell. Here's my train. Okay. Cube. I'm gonna leave you on a train. Be gone, Cube. Know that I love you and I'll never forget you. You're my best friend in the world, but... Okay, goodbye. 8% remaining. Uh-oh. We running out of blue. We have a crisis. I know what the problem is too. I rejiggered all the all the red chips. Go a different way, which was fine until it wasn't. What I could do though, because I don't need these anymore. A little speed running trick that I learned when I was a professional speedrunner. There we go. You live right next to a government warning siren. They test it 4 times a year. Every time you forget they do that. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I mean, were you warned? I feel like you were warned. And you're supposed to hang out your window and say, "Thank you for the warning, sire." And a British man with a bowler hat goes, "No problem. Hip hip." Test yours weekly. You know what? I hear 0 warning sirens. At the very least, you think I'd hear a tsunami warning siren. Oh, I don't think I'm in the tsunami zone, so I think I'm okay. Uh-oh. 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 How many do we have? 157. Damn it. Professional indicates I made money from speedrunning. I was streaming. I was streaming while speedrunning. And I'm pretty sure someone subbed while I was streaming. So, yeah. I did. So yeah, I'm a professional speedrunner. Or I was at a time. I've given up that life. Surely someone watched an ad as well. Exactly. Monthly, not weekly. Yeah, monthly seems a little bit much. Oh, so weekly seems a bit much. I mean, look, I'm pretty sure the power bill costs more than what I make from doing this, but I don't do this for money. I do this because it's fun. Ugh. 7% remaining. I don't have to like it, I just need to do it. %, remaining time to end stream. Yeah, exactly. Or at least end recording. What do you think has a better money power bill ratio, streaming or mining Bitcoin? What would I guess? Like, keep in mind, this is solely a guess. I don't know. I probably... The streaming is a tricky one because you can... Yeah, I know what you're thinking, Dave. There's a lot of people who stream and like have 0 viewers. And that's going to skew your numbers. No one thinks about the streamers who have 1 viewer and they stream for like 8 hours a day and get 1 viewer. No one thinks about them. Me specifically, I don't know how much Bitcoin is worth. I don't know how much Bitcoin makes. I don't know enough about Bitcoin to be able to respond to that. I live a good life and don't have to think about Bitcoin. 6%. And also I don't have the hardware. By anyone's guess, I mean some people know exactly. Yeah, but then I have to talk to people about Bitcoin. And, anyone who knows about Bitcoin is generally too deep into the game. Bitcoin would have been worth it 15 years ago, okay. One of those many things that if you'd done it years ago, you would be rich. But also, if you did it years ago, you'd be stupid. Because who's getting rich on Bitcoin? Like, what the hell, man? Jeez, that was...
Thanks for your support.
Thank you, Dave, for the kibble. Thank you for better than Bitcoin. Dave, I've always said you are better than Bitcoin mining. Thank you. I have to go mine Dave. You know what I mean. I'm going in there with my hoe and I'm going to go mine some Dave. I'm aware you wouldn't use a hoe to do mining. I'm not stupid. I mean, that's, yeah. Honestly, if it's... Get into the bottom of ground floor. Can I get on the bottom floor with the new Dave coin? I don't want to get on the ground floor. It makes me uncomfortable. Because it implies I'm going to be electrocuted. I don't want to be electrocuted. Big words from Seif there. Yeah, I don't want to be electrocuted. I'm scared of dying. Yeah, I wouldn't get into any way of making money that was getting rich off silly people. I wouldn't feel comfortable about that. I mean, I save all my unethical things to do in video games. I would do all the unethical things in video games, but not in the real world. I was gonna say I'm not judging people who do, but yes I am. Totally am. Like, money's not that important. And mind you, Dave Coin operates like the US Federal Reserve, so you can mint as much as you want. I mean, sure. Sure, that's not a problem. 4% remaining. We do need to find some more red chips, I think. Feed the machine. Hungry, hungry machine. He is a professional. There is no doubting that. Of all the things you could doubt, the fact that he's a professional Dave is not one of the things you could or could out. Alright, that should be enough, I assume, to... It makes 2 per thing, right? Yeah. Haha, chips go... Oh man, I love that meme. Money printer go brrr. There's a red chip in there. Needed that. We tried to cut out the middleman. The cube is stuck. Does appear to be, doesn't it? Oh. Good spotting, tower. Thank you. We are running out of annihilation cards. That's a problem. Getting them in. So we're not... Oh, we've got 3% to go. You know what? It's not about optimizing things anymore. It's about just getting shit done. Tougher than a train. Hell yeah. Cube's not stuck. Cube's fine. Cube's just being a silly boy. Being a goofball. I like calling someone a goofball. It's just very fun. It's not insulting, but it's like... It's almost insulting, but I think it's more endearing than insulting. They're such a goofball. They're like, oh. Like, who doesn't want to just be a goofball from time to time, right? A ball of goof. That's making 32 per minute. That's consuming 34 per minute. Let's see. Sure, I'll just build it then. Yeah, output on that one. Good point. Duly noted. How are we doing? We ran out of purple. We got plenty. Introspection cards. That gives me a little bit of time to make sure I don't run out of those. Ah! A whole bunch of things are running out. Bedtime, heavy eyes, New Zealand accent lulling to you to sleep. I don't know how that's possible. I truly do not. Okay. You seem happy, and that's all I want. That's probably fine. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. Ah, Don't worry, Waffles. See, if you do that, if you hit snooze on the alarm, you can't be late for work. 2%. I feel like I'm going to be short just the tiniest bit. Definitely did not join stream an hour ago and forget to say hi. I cannot prove it, not in a court at least. I've got nothing. Hang on a second. Say that, Zoe. You're right, I got nothing. Or do I? I got nothing. I thought maybe I did. But I do not. But anyway, hi Zoe. I guess I didn't say anything that sparked your interest. So I guess I'm just not interesting to Zoe anymore. That's fair enough. You'll pause for a bit if that's messing up what you can see. No? No, I think I'll be alright. I think we're going to be cutting it a bit tight. How much are we short? Oh, we need 100. Yeah, look, there's no way we don't have 100 in these things. There's a few ways we don't have 100 actually. This should be fine. If we don't make it, it's going to be close. Apparently bending Minecraft to your will, forcing mods and shaders to kiss. Okay, Zoe, this is a family-friendly stream, I'll have you know. Can you not? This is a Christian stream. This is a Christian stream. Can you stop making Minecraft kiss itself? This is not a Christian stream. We have 70 points to go. We're the last percent. Not on my Christian Minecraft server. Remember, when you enter my Christian Minecraft server, the first thing you must do is talk about your favorite saint for a good 10 minutes. If you cannot do that, just to be clear, it's not Christian, it's Catholic. So we're going to go even further than that. But then people are like, I don't believe in saints. I'm like, aha, this is how I know. Just to be clear, when I went through Catholic schooling, no one ever asked me who my favorite saint was and why. Very clear on that. Maybe they should have. I don't know why they would have, but maybe they should have. I don't know what I would have said. Aside from the guy that was like being burned alive and said, turn me over, I'm done. Because that's always a good line, right? Patron saint of comedians. I mean, I can see where you can go. I can see where you get that from. Not quite where I'd be going with that, but at the same time I wouldn't be going, this is a Christian Minecraft server. Because, man, I don't give a crud. I don't give a crap. You do what you want. I don't care. Are you happy? Yes, good enough. Be happy. Not enough happiness in the world. Can we get more of that, please? That's all I bloody want. Just a bit more happiness in the world. Okay, yeah, no, we've got enough. 21 seconds. I mean, it's not really co-opted so much as just correct, unfortunately. I think fan clubs on Twitter is the same rage as K-pop. Some people I'm sure believe it should be as well. Okay, and mod complete. Potentially. Thank you for playing. Though you finished the game, the question remains: what's the highest possible sustained science card consumption on an in-game? Thank you, thank you. Be happy, smile. Might as well tell you woke on my forehead right now. The answer is cube, by the way, just so we know. The answer to life, the universe, everything is cube. How do I get the stats? I've missed the stats again, haven't I? How would you keep going then? I've done this again, right? I should have clicked finish. Let's say 5 minutes ago. Isn't there a way to like fire the the victory screen? Oh, we're gonna load. And then while that's figuring itself out, we'll figure out how to fire UltraCube victory screen. Better green Factorio. How do you just do that? How do you do that? There's a bit of victory screen. Yeah, but how do I just fire it? There's a way to just fire the victory screen, isn't there? I know there is. How do I open the... How do I open the console? I swear, this victory screen thing just always makes my endings just disappointing. This happened last time as well. I was like, where's my victory screen? Well, you know what? While we're waiting for this to sort itself out, let's just marvel this factory. The power actually, once I had uranium power, it never became a problem again. I never even fired the full thing up because it just didn't be fired up. It was kind of interesting. Uranium was going to be start being a problem soon. It all worked out in the end, right? Pro console. How to open the console. Do not press tilde. Yes, please. Thanks. Oh, you got your ice cream. Nice, enjoy. Tilde's not working. Tilde key is broken. Oh, grave. What kind of ice cream? She's made a chocolate protein ice cream. So she bought an ice creamy and a frozen kind. So she's able to have like creamy ice cream. Yeah. Because she's able to make the protein ice cream for it. So, I can't open my chips. My hand's too sweaty. Ah! Hulk hungry. I just have to tear them like a coward. That's very cheesy. Anyway. Also, Dave, aren't you sleeping? The episode of Invincible soon. I really want to watch that show. I really want to watch Invincible and the Boys. I know they're not going to make me happy, but crying when alarms aren't going off, people are saying my name.
Did
Alright.
someone order quality?
Okay, so I click finish. I never get my bit of victory screen. Anyway, thank you everyone very much for watching UltraCube. Stay tuned for more Factorio because more's coming. And I'll see you next time.